What's up, guys? My name's Dave, and I'm officially starting my channel. I've named it for now Camper Camping Life. I'm towing a piece of shit travel trailer behind me that was made before I was. It was made in 1976, and I've named it Cousin Eddie because they look like they're related. And you're gonna have to excuse me, folks. I'm on the last tail end of smoking cigarettes. That's a horrible habit, but I don't have many, and so I do have 2 or 3 a day, and I apologize, and I'm sure that I'll get all kinds of shit about it, which I deserve. So it's been a dream of mine for like 20 years to live the van life before it was ever popular. But you know, life just took me down a different path. And then when I was about 20, I moved to Hawaii without any expectations, sold everything I had, and expected to maybe live there a year. And 16 years went by, and Hawaii became home. And if someone asks me where I'm from, I will say Hawaii, because I consider their home. I've lived there more years than I've lived anywhere else. And I was working for the post office, and my mom was talking to me on the phone, and I could tell she was sad, and she asked me if I would ever consider moving back to the mainland, because they're getting older and my mom misses me. They couldn't afford to come over to Hawaii anymore to visit, and I only came to the mainland once, maybe twice a year, and one time was with all my homies from Hawaii. We'd go to our 9th island, we like to call it, which is Vegas, and we'd always go for March Madness. And so anyways, you know, my mom knew that how I felt about Hawaii, and that is just absolutely head over heels in love with island life. After about a month, I made the decision to come back. So I shipped all my stuff over, my car, and I actually transferred with the post office to Idaho Falls. I worked there. My mom and dad live in Salmon, Idaho. I then transferred to Salmon, knowing the hours weren't what I needed, but hoping for the best. And after a while and seeing that I wasn't going to get any more hours, I decided not only did I not want to be a carrier anymore, but I didn't want to be in Salmon anymore. I just couldn't afford to live there off the hours I was getting. So I went back to Academy and came out and was a clerk / postmaster, and I landed a job, got a job offer in this small town called Murtaugh, Idaho, and I moved to Burley, which is about a half hour away from Murtaugh. And then all of a sudden I got sick, real sick. Didn't know what was going on. was in the hospital for like 28 days before they were like, we really don't know what's going on. There's something wrong with your heart. So I got moved to Murray, Utah, where they found out that I was born with a defective aorta valve. Basically, instead of it being an open and closed door, mine just spun. And then the valve above that was all cockeyed. So I had to have open heart surgery, and they weren't giving me very good odds, about a 20% chance to make it through surgery, because of the damage that 44 years of my heart making everything else work overtime. It did a lot of damage to my kidneys and my liver as well. My kidneys got better on their own, but my liver took a big hit. And so I refused the surgery until my body got better. Doctors said it wouldn't happen, but I refused the surgery. And lo and behold, I started to get better. I got it to the point where I got up to about 38% chance of making it through surgery, which is still less than a coin flip. But I took it and I made it through. I'm here. After open heart surgery, I had to have 2 major liver surgeries. And then during all this, I had 3 back surgeries, and then a couple smaller surgeries, double hernia, some things like that. And I was actually deemed terminal unless I got a liver like immediately. And over the couple months of getting on the list and preparing to move to Utah, my body got better. It got so much better that I am no longer even eligible to be on a donor list. Even if I wanted a new liver, they wouldn't give me one because mine's working that well. Will it last forever? No, probably not. I will probably have to go through a transplant later on in my years, 70 or so. So we'll just, I guess, deal with it until then. I mean, I can't, I just want to continue to live life. And through all this, I found the good Lord. I'm not over religious, so don't worry, but I do believe that without prayer and Him, I don't think I'd be here today. It's just given me a whole another outlook on life. And one of them is I'm not going to what if life anymore, because it's so quick. It can be gone like that. I know. I lived it. I faced death in the face and beat it. And it's overwhelming emotionally sometimes when I think about it. And get around these semis, guys. Luckily they all got to stop at the good old way station. So anyways, I see my liver doctor, primary doctor, pain doctor, all that, twice a year I see him. And again, back to, what if life, one thing that always kept me from living in a van or a camper of some kind and going off was I was always so worried about what other people thought. I was especially worried what my mom and dad would think. Like I was letting them down, that I wasn't good enough. And it stopped me from doing so many things that I wanted to do. And so after all this, I decided I don't care. I'm doing what I want to do from now on. I'm not going to what if life. I'm on disability, which pays crap, but it allows me the freedom to be able to do this full time. Whether you guys watch or don't watch, I'll continue to make videos so that I can look back and friends and family can and watch these videos. But anyways, I just wanted to introduce myself to you guys. My name's David again. It's the Camper Camping Life. And I'm basically I'm just leaving Idaho, or I'm in Idaho. I'm heading down to Nevada. I'm gonna stay the night right across the border in this town called Jackpot. And from there, I'm gonna continue south. Arizona's kind of my destination for the winter. And then, keep in mind, which I think is going to be a good thing, is that, I'm not like some of these YouTubers that, they say they're starting from nothing, no subscribers, they're not making any money, but yet they have money to put in their gas tank non-stop. I don't understand that. What you're going to see with me is truly how you do it with nothing. Everybody says, well, don't stop your dreams, don't do this, don't do that, live your dreams, you can make it work. And they're driving a $160,000 Mercedes Sprinter. Like, okay, yeah, you really started from nothing. Well, I mean, nothing against them, but I'm going to show you guys what it takes to start with nothing. Nothing. I mean, it's a big getting used to a new life for me. I mean, I went from, doing very well financially with the post office as far as being able to pretty much buy what I wanted to buy, go where I wanted to go, do what I wanted to do. Didn't really, money didn't hold me back from doing anything because I made good money. And I went from one end of the spectrum to the other of having nothing. But I'm happy and I'm alive and I love the Lord. And we got such a beautiful country. Everybody rushes to go to all these other different countries, but man, we got a hell of a country right here underneath our feet that we're blessed enough to call home. And so I want to see every nick and cranny of this, of our country. But anyways, back to what I was trying to say is that my trip will be slow. I can't afford to keep putting gas in. So there will be a lot of me staying in one spot for 4 or 5 days instead of like most of your shows where they're there for the night and they wake up, they're in a different state the next day. That ain't going to be the case with me, and I think that's going to be good because I'm going to be able to showcase these small towns that I'm in. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to never ever get on an interstate or a freeway. I want to take all back roads and to see the, Back Roads USA. I thought about naming my channel that. And I'd like to know you guys' opinions. You guys' opinions, tips, criticism, positive criticism, anything. Just a friend. Please comment. I really want to show you guys that you guys want me to do something, I'm gonna do it. It may take me some time to get it done, but I'll do it. You know, I want you guys to be a real big part of my channel. And as I grow, you guys grow with the channel. And, you know, eventually, maybe we'll get to a point where, you know, I've got enough subscribers where at least maybe it covers my gas and allows me to save up for repairs. You know, if I could get just that, that'd be awesome. Then I wouldn't be limited as much on traveling. I will still spend more time in these small towns and areas than most of your other YouTubers, because I don't think you can see any place in just a half a day or an hour. You know, it takes 3-4 days, maybe even a week, to explore these little towns and the history and the mom and pop shops and just the stories. And so, hey, welcome aboard, guys. I'd love to have you be a part of my channel. So my videos are I'm not gonna have a set day for videos. I'm just gonna kind of film whenever the hell I want to. So I mean, I could do 1 video a week. Hell, could do 4 videos a week. I'm gonna be all over the board as far as that goes. One thing you won't find me doing is disappearing, like some of these guys do, where they put out a video and then you don't hear from them for 2 months. Now that won't happen. I wouldn't do that to you guys. I wouldn't start this if that was my plan. Still in the same smoke, by the way. I know, and especially with having open heart surgery, I definitely should not be smoking. Please don't hold it against me. Like I said, I don't drink. I don't do any drugs. I went from smoking 2 packs a day to I quit for about a year, and now I have maybe 2 or 3 cigarettes a day. You know, a pack lasts me about 2 weeks. So, you know, yeah, a little leniency on that would be appreciated. But anyways, guys, aloha. Welcome to my channel. Let's have some fun, man. This is gonna be a blast. You're gonna see what real camper life's about, and learn with me, because I don't know shit. I don't know nothing about editing, holding the camera correctly, nothing. So, you know, I'll definitely get better as we go, so bear with me. And then I do have one more surgery I gotta do. I'm gonna be having my mouth fixed. Through getting sick and everything, my teeth just went to hell. They're yeah, bad. So I'm gonna get implants put in, and that's gonna happen within the next 6-7 months. So I probably will take some time off then from filming, but maybe not. It depends on how I feel. And yeah, so look for me again, guys. Like I said, I'm just kind of getting into the flow. I mean, I'm nervous even talking to the camera, even though I'm not looking at you guys. I'm watching the road. I'm in southern Idaho, like I said, and I'm I think about 20 minutes from the border. It's 4:30 p.m. here. It is, what the hell date is today? I don't know. It's Wednesday, January, I don't know, 11th or some shit like that. I don't know. Anyways, keep on watching. Hit the subscription button, thumbs up, whatever I hear all the other YouTubers say. But I promise, guys, this is going to be a different type of a channel, and we're gonna have a ton of fun. So join in. Bye.